Where I am now, better than before. Through those open doors, where I am now, where I am now, I'm in a special place. I'm in a warm place, where I am now. It's now time for the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. The music that you hear in the background is none other than Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, where I am now. And if you'd like to see us live in WGPL 1350 WMVA 88.9 studio, all you have to do is go to Edward Everett's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton's Facebook page, and you can click and listen live. And if you want to hear us all over the globe, all you have to do is go to WPCE 1400 AM.com or WGPL1350.com. Click and listen live. And now I want to introduce to some and present to others the host of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, and a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. E. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Would you, could you, will you be my neighbor?
Let's welcome our neighbors. Let's welcome our WGPL 1350 AM listeners.
Peace, 95.3 FM, WPCE 1400 AM, WMVA 88.9 FM.
Facebook Live is on and popping. Let's also welcome Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. We'll shout you out later on in the show.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Like, share, comment, subscribe. Go to the newest channel on YouTube at FYI Radio Show host Yolanda Hinton. You can always go to Crystal Records at YouTube, CRISTO Records 1, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. We promise we'll shout you out.
You promise?
Promise. Shout out. Mr. E, how was your weekend?
Little worky work, but it was work.
Did you just get off work on Friday?
Well, see, here's the thing you
get
got
off work to work.
Here's the thing you got to do. You got to wear several hats. Mm-hmm. And you had to leave and go home and do some more work.
That's what it's all about. You know, when you go home, wives make you do work. You got to do work, man. I had a few neighbors, you know, they had a husband that went out of town for his job, military, came back home. He was always miserable because every time he came home, she had a job for him.
Wow.
Every time.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, but that's how it is, man. You got to, that's what the Bible said, y'all got to work. You got to work by the hair, your chin.
Well, because we want to eat. That's why we work.
Don't work, don't eat.
That's right. That's right.
But the weekend was fabulous.
Yes.
Glad you did your work. You should be feeling good now. You're back at work. You got to work here. You just can't come sit around. You got to do work when you come to the workplace.
You got to do it. You got to do it. You got to do it.
But I had a wonderful weekend myself, Mr. E. You know, it's all right to do a little worky work, but a little bit of relaxation goes a long way as well. You got to get your rest.
That's right. You got to get your rest. The doctors recommend that 8 hours sleep is what is ordered and plenty of H2O.
And rest. All right. Rest meaning you put your work down and you just make sure your body gets into a place where it's relaxed. and peaceful. And then you get ready for the grind on Monday.
Do you do that?
I get ready for the look. You know, I'm gonna get my peace on, my rest on, and I'm gonna make sure I have a fabulous weekend. Come back ready Monday, ready to go to work.
Urkel say, do you do that?
I do that. And I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. I hope you got a chance to do a little bit of this, that, a little work, spend time with the family, ate well and, maybe exercised or something. I hope you all had a fabulous weekend. I hope you're ready for today's grind. Monday, you should be up and popping and ready for, giving your job the best, or wherever you are, the best, and making sure you give yourself the best.
That's what you come out here to do. That's what it's all about, giving your best.
Absolutely. So, Mr. E, this is FYI's Mondays Sports Talk.
That's right. It is Sports Talk. What a barn burner that we had this weekend.
This is week 4.
That's
and
right.
I'm telling you, it was a fabulous week 4. We're going to start off. We're going to talk about the winners and the losers. But Mr. E, we're going to start off with your folks.
That's right.
Because they kicked off week 4, the Cowboys versus the Giants.
That's right. We kicked it off, on Thursday night. Yes. It was a game. You saw a game, the Cowboys and the New York Giants. Miss Hinton, just before we go to the New York Giants, I want to take a visit down to the NFL conference. When you look at the NFL conference, the standards are 1-3 and 2-2.
All right, that's you all or what?
The Cowboys are 2-2.
Okay.
And the Commanders are 1-3.
Well, why should we talk about the Commanders right now?
Well, I'm not the Commander. I'm sorry. The Giants.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. The Cowboys are 2-2, and the Giants are 1-3.
Let's talk about the Giants. You all barely. You all won that game by the hair of your chinny chin chin.
And I huff and I puff.
But the Giants, I'm not going to say that they're the worst thing in the NFL, but I'm just saying, they have some challenges. Tell us a little bit about the game, how you saw it. Did you feel like you were going to win?
Well, I did not feel that we was going to win. Let me first make that acknowledgement. No, I did not feel as if we was going to win because a lot of controversies. If you look at the Dallas Cowboys, they got only 5-6 starters out, star names out there. Look like the Cowboys are in a rebuilding mode, and you don't have no big names. You don't have no big names like Okocinco and Witten and all them boys that are out there. You got some little names and some old, about 5 guys.
What happened to your boy Parsons?
Parsons got hurt also. D. Ware got hurt also. That's on defense. That's the 2 names that you can look at. Marcus Ware on defense got hurt, and our linebacker Pearson got hurt.
Oh my goodness!
Okay. So with them 2 out of the game, that really put a twist in the game.
So what did the Giants do right or wrong?
Well, Giants they played ball. They played the best of their ability. They did what they had to do, but they still in our division and wind up at the bottom of the totem pole.
All the time?
All the time.
All right then. Well, I tell you what, you all kicked it off, but we had some fabulous games this weekend.
That's right. Let's look at the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints.
Wow,
the Saints won by 2 points. What a great game
that was.
That's right. They Kamara, the running back, he did a wonderful job for New Orleans, and my hat's off to him.
Yes, let's talk about the Bears and the Rams. Oh my goodness!
24-18.
But look, the Bears are kind of coming through this season.
It's about time.
What you mean?
It's about time Chicago Bears started waking up. Ain't that right?
They look like they are playing ball this season. Mr. E, what's their record?
Well, when you look at the Chicago Bears record, you say to yourself, wow, it's about time that they start getting on point, and on point.
Well, the score was 24-18. The Bears came through. Here it is right here. What is it, 2-2? They have 2-2 already. And the Rams, of course, 1-3, I believe.
Well, the Rams are, when you look at the Rams and the Los Angeles Rams, they are 2-2.
Okay, the Rams are 2-2.
I'm sorry, I take that back. I'm looking at the LA Chargers.
Okay, let's get to the Bears and the Rams.
Let's go to the you said the Bears?
The Bears and the Rams.
Well, the Bears, if I was a Cleveland, the Bears, I'm sorry.
Gonna give you some.
I'm getting ready to give you some good old teams, some teams that you don't even want to hear about.
No.
When you start looking at Chicago Bears, when you started looking at them Bears, you'll find out that the Bears are a 2-2, and the Rams are 1-3.
Like I just said.
Yes.
And so, the Bears are looking kind of good this season, if you ask me.
It's about time.
We're going to find out who they play in the week coming up. What do you think about the Rams?
Well, I think the Rams are doing doing a wonderful job. Well, they still down in the bottom of the deck. So, when you look at the Rams at 1-3, they should be up and going.
I got to announce this next one, and I thought it was a fabulous game, and that was the Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Very good game. And let me say this, because this is my niece and nephew's team. The Vikings are coming through this season.
That's right. The Vikings are coming through. And I was just thinking about my nephew. He was a Green Bay Packer. He's a Green Bay Packer fan. And I said to myself, by 2 points, pretty soon the Green Bay Packers going to be going back to becoming cheesehead.
Well, that's the thing. But they kept up. At first, you didn't think they were going to keep up. But the Packers, look kind of cute out there. But the Vikings, to me, this is the big surprise. The Vikings are usually on the low totem pole in past seasons.
Not the Vikings. No. The Vikings play ball.
They may play ball, but they had never come through like they're coming through right now. They are 4-0, bro.
The Vikings are
4-0.
Last year, the Vikings could have made it to the bowl. Because they did such a wonderful job. Year. Yeah, the Vikings came through.
They didn't make it.
But here's a team, Miss Hinton, that has a 3-1. That, Now,
this is a good surprise, though, because you got a co-worker that love his Steelers. The Steelers are coming through this season. What's going on?
The Steelers,
look at their record.
Their records are 3-1. Congratulations to the records, to their record.
Even though they didn't win last night.
They did not win. The Steelers They didn't win, so you can tell all of them, James West, you can tell all those Alvin Rooks, you can tell all of them. You can tell all of them that the
Alvin
Steelers
Rooks, win your win proud.
The
Steelers are in the house.
That's all they need to do is drop one, and they started going down the drain.
But the Colts, that's not a team that I've kept up with much. Misty, tell me a little bit about the Colts.
Indianapolis Colts, they're a real good team. They're a promising team. So they're 2-2. Mm-hmm. When you look at the Indianapolis Colts, they came out to play. They came out to play some basket, but came out to play some ball.
Absolutely.
And when you look at the Indianapolis Colts, they got they're 2-2 in their division, and they're in the AFC South division, along with the Houston, Texas, and the Tennessee Titans.
Go back up to the Vikings. Who are some of the stars, and even the Packers? Who are some of those great players? You got any names for us, Mr. E?
Well, when you look at the Vikings, you said the Vikings?
Yes.
When you look at the Vikings, you got a boy by the name of Jefferson that's off the chain. He's a wide receiver for the Minnesota Vikings. He had 20 receptions and 358 yards, and did wonders.
What about Green Bay Packers?
Green Bay Packers, the only thing they got gelling for them yet on the Green Bay Packers. You said the Vikings and the Packers.
Yes.
The only thing that the Packers the Packers had gelling for them on yesterday is, I mean, you look at
Yeah, who are their stars?
if my nephew was
He could
here,
tell you.
he would tell you that J.R. Reed was a great, Reed was a great a guy. He had 7 receptions and 139 yards, but the quarterback, Mr. Love did a wonderful job on yesterday. He was out of 54 throws, he completed 32 for 389 yards and 4 touchdowns.
I tell you what, let's go to the Broncos and the Jets, because I felt like the Jets were gonna come through.
Benny and the
But
Jets.
I mean, it was a close game. The Broncos 10,
That
Jets
was a low scoring
9.
game too.
Why was that?
Low scoring game,
mean,
4 quarters,
the
19
quarter,
points total.
Oh my good, that was, to me, was like a little bit disappointing. It was like, well, is anybody gonna score? Will anybody score? But the final was Broncos 10, Jets 9. You know, I kind of had high hopes for the Jets. I think I picked them when we were doing our
That's
prediction.
right, you did. And Aaron Rodgers, he had out of 42 throws, he completed 24.
Yeah.
And he passed for 24 and 225 yards.
Why am I under the impression that he's the only star in this? That's not true, but it just feels like, Aaron Rodgers, everybody got their eyeballs onAaron Rodgers.
Because he's an old head. He's an old head. That's right.
But anyway, the Jets, they're what is it, 2-2?
That's right.
And the Broncos, same thing.
That's
2-2. So they no wonder they were I mean, do you feel like it was a good game? I thought it was a pretty good game, but it was like you said, didn't nobody score until it was almost over.
They was running up and down the field. I know they were wild for just.
I think it was 3 at first. 3. I think the Jets had 3-0 up until the 4th quarter, but it was just kind of weird.
That's right. That's right. And Miss Hinton, when we started looking at something kind of weird, is something going on at Philadelphia.
Look, Philadelphia. Now listen. It was, to me, it was a disappointment. I love the Philadelphia Eagles. Here we go with the Buccaneers, 33-16. Eagles, you didn't make it this time. What was the problem, Miss Steve?
There's a problem at the Eagles camp. I believe something is not gelling because the quarterback name was written all over the whole stadium. Baker Mayfield came in there and he did a number on them. He out of 47 throws, he completed 30 for 347 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Oh, yes.
Barkley, that used to be the New York Jets running back. I mean, the New York Giants running back. Mm-hmm. He played now with the Philadelphia Eagles. Wow. And he couldn't get off like he wanted to get off.
Hey, what you think about the Eagles? What's going on this season?
There is trouble.
I think they're going to be up and down, up and down. That's not like them. They're pretty consistent. They're pretty good as a team. I mean, they just got it going on. But this season, I'm a little bit disappointed because I have a feeling it's going to be a roller coaster ride.
Miss Hinton, as we begin to talk about them, here's another team that was down at the bottom of the totem pole last year.
Don't talk about the
Carolina Panthers. The Carolina Panthers and the Bengals.
Listen, Mr. E, the Bengals had to win a game. They were down. They didn't have any wins. Finally, on yesterday, why? I think they act like they want to play some ball. They have a 1-3 record. Oh my goodness, same thing for the Panthers.
That's right.
But the score was 34-24. The Bengals did come through.
That's right. And I mean, what a great time that they had. And my hats off to the Bengals. You did a wonderful job. And I wonder what the Panthers going to do next year.
They better come on and do some things. But the Bengals, let's see what they're going to do. The Bengals, there's another team out there we'll talk about in a minute that I'm trying to what y'all gonna do this season. You were a little bit better last season, and I'm following them because that used to be my grandson's teams. He started off with the Bengals when he was about 5, and then 7 he went to the to the Browns. And I don't know who his team is now, but I tell you what, we're gonna follow them. But I can't wait. We've got to talk about these guys. Because they are trying to play some ball
But
this
just before we
season.
get to them, Houston won yesterday.
I know.
They beat the Jaguars 24-20.
24-20, close game.
That's right. Now let's look at the team that you
You,
trying to
who
put
am I
out
trying to
there.
talk
You
about?
trying to put out there the
The
Commanders. You
Commanders.
know,
Okay,
they
listen.
are 3-1.
I'm talking. I got to talk about this. We have to pause because Mr. E has been talking about them ever since they changed their name. He's been talking about them like a GOG. But guess what? They are definitely coming through,
They are coming
looking
through.
good, and I mean playing some ball. Their record is 3-1.
That's right. And they ain't played nobody yesterday.
All
They
right
played against the
now.
Arizona Cardinals, and the Arizona Cardinals record is a 1-3.
Well, I tell you
They ain't
what.
play against nobody.
All
I
right
mean, even
now.
though they're a new team, they're newness, and half of the folks don't know any players on there.
What I
The
tell you, they
only
look
player
good.
the only player that they can recognize is that boy Daniel. And I hope that they don't do him like they did the quarterback they had one time before, make him a pocket quarterback.
I think they're ready. I think they came back as the Commanders. They used to be the Redskins, but I think they're ready to play some ball, Mr. E.
Well, wait till the season change and they start to get some heavy hitters. Then you gonna
That's
see
where it counts.
that's right. You gonna see the rubber come from the tie.
What about the 49ers and the Patriots?
Well, the 49ers in playing the battle. New England Patriots
Ooh.
are they're hit and miss. You know, they're 1-3. When they go away, they're 1-2. So now the 49ers are 2-2, you know, and
2-2.
they're 2-2. They won 2 games, lost 2 games.
Ooh.
So the score last night was 30-13. So they should have dogged the New England Patriots because they're in a rebuilding stage also.
What about the Browns and the Raiders? Now the Browns, see, that's what I'm trying to tell you. There's another team. You all got one win under your belt, but you were doing a little bit better in the past season. The Browns and the Bengals, to me, and the Eagles, a little bit disappointing this season.
Well, the Cleveland Browns, that Steve Harvey team, he's been talking so much about those Cleveland Browns. They're 1-3 in their record, you know.
Well, Miss Eve, did they have a shake-up? You know, sometimes when you have ball players leaving and they going somewhere else, or they're hurt, or what's
No.
going on in these teams that we're seeing something different from them.
Well, when you look at Cleveland Brown, they still got the same old folk. They got the same old people that's out there playing with them. They got that Wilson is playing quarterback on their side, and when the San Francisco running back, they couldn't stop the run yesterday because that Mason, he just run like he was just a bet out of devil.
Out of hell.
No, Madden, he just ran like he was crazy, you know. So,
Yes.
But when you look at the Raiders, you saw what they did. Raiders, they won 20-16. Cedric Bailey, I want to say congratulations.
All right now. We got to send out the trumpets and the band and everything because this team right here is on fire. Let's talk about the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Mr. E, these are some undefeated Mr. E.
That's right. The Kansas City Chiefs are out there and they doing a wonderful job, Miss Hinton. Yesterday they won by a touchdown at the last moment. They are 4-0. And they was last year, they Super Bowl.
That's right.
And so you got a 17-10 lead over the Chargers, and they did a wonderful job.
They did a wonderful job. They look good. I mean, to be undefeated at this point says a whole bunch. I think they may be trying to go all the way, Mr. E. We will see, but it is exciting to see them play, look good, and I think they're ready for anything at this point.
Well, go for them. Go on, Kansas City. Our hats off to you.
But there are some exciting games coming up on October the 6th.
That's right.
Oh my God.
When you come up on October the 6th, coming up right around the corner, Miss Hinton, when you look at the new games that's coming up, that'll be week number 5. When you look at week number 5, you see them Dirty Birds. They're gonna be playing. The Atlanta Falcons gonna be playing. And that's gonna be a good game this week coming up. We got
Yes.
good games coming up this week. So get you some popcorn and some peanuts and get ready for the
And
game.
who's playing tonight?
Well, tonight, the Tennessee Titans is playing against the Miami Dolphins. So
Ooh.
you're gonna get an opportunity tonight to see the best running back that the Dallas Cowboys had was Mr. Pollard. He be
Mhm.
running tonight at against
Well,
he's
that
against the
name is
Miami
familiar.
Dolphins.
Is
Yeah,
that one of your boys?
that's one of my
What
boys.
is he doing over there?
Well, our team got rid of him.
Why?
And
He
they
wasn't bad.
he was a great running back. They should have let
Yes.
Zeke go over there instead of letting Pollard go.
Ooh, I can't believe they
I'm
let
throwing
Pollard go.
shade. I'm throwing
It
shade.
must have been the money. He must got some good money to go over there.
So hey, they let the wrong man go. So then you got the Seattle Seahawks that's playing tonight also against the Detroit Lions.
Mhm,
So they're
mhm.
kicking off tonight. So you might as well get ready. Well, one of the teams we didn't look at, which came on last night late, and everybody I think they were asleep. Them Baltimore Ravens played
Ooh,
against the
I
Buffalo
wasn't
Bills.
asleep because I was sitting right there looking at it. I'm gonna tell you that right there.
Them Baltimore Ravens kicked off in the Buffalo
Oh
Bills
wow.
35-10.
That was a game. They just smoothly. I'm gonna just say that it was just a smooth game for them. They just came through. They meant to win it. I mean, to me, the Bills looked a little bit sloppy on
Well,
last night. Come on now, Bills. Now,
well.
last season, I had high hopes, and the season before for the Bills. This season, with this game, it felt a little bit like, okay, you all don't lose your suave, your groove. Because in this game last night, Mister, it just seemed like they didn't have it together. The Ravens were on
They was
fire.
on fire.
They
The
just they
Ravens are
just
on
had it.
fire.
They looked like they were not Ravens. Looked like they were like Eagles or something. They were just really really out there and out there strong.
You got to give it to the Ravens. They're out there. They're playing football, and I'm proud of the Baltimore Ravens. For last night, I mean, they did a wonderful job. So my hats off to the Baltimore Ravens. And for Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry,
Mhm.
and Zay. Derrick Henry is one of the hardest running backs you ever want to see.
Wow.
And so my hats off to Derrick Henry, and to the Baltimore Ravens football team for last night win.
Mhm. It was fabulous. Yes, I was up late looking at that game. Mr. E, that was a great game. We got some games to look forward to this week coming up. Starting with tonight, you said who's going to play?
Tonight, you got the Miami Dolphins are playing against the Tennessee Titans and the Seattle Seahawks.
All right, so Dolphins, come on. What is the record of the Dolphins? I don't know what to say about them. It's a little iffy for me with them. At one time I was really following them and wanting to see them, just come through.
They're 1-3.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
They're not doing as good
But
as
Tennessee
they
Titans
could have.
ain't as good
Let
as
me
them.
tell you, what are they doing?
They doing a 0-3.
I thought they would be better. Listen, Mr. E, I thought that the Titans would do better. What's going on this season with them?
Well, when you look at the Tennessee Titans, they still having a hard time getting themselves together, and you can let my nephew know that I said it. They go down the drain. Don't forget to let Jew Jordan know that his team is not rocking and shaking.
Ooh.
Well, my brother team played tonight also, the Seattle Seahawks against the Detroit Lions.
Okay.
So the Detroit Lions is 3-0, and the prediction is that they're gonna beat the Detroit Lions, who is a 2-1.
We shall see.
So y'all, all channels turn to what game that you? Oh, I know what I meant to ask you. Tennessee Titans and Miami Dolphins. Your prediction?
Oh, Lord, have mercy. I don't know if I'm gonna go with the Dolphins this time. I'll try the Tennessee Titans. Let's see what they do. Maybe they'll try it. Maybe they'll do something.
And
what about
the Seattle Seahawks.
And who else? Who are they playing?
And they playing against the Detroit Lions.
I'm going to leave that up in the air. I don't know too much about the Lions. I mean, last season I followed them a little bit, but let's just see what happens.
That's right.
Who are you all going to play this week coming up?
Well, the Cowboys that we got a good game coming up. We're playing against please let Alvin Brooks know that we playing against the
Oh,
Steelers.
but now see, that's gonna be a good game.
Tell Alvin Brooks that the Cowboys will play against the Steelers, so they might well get ready. Here we
All
come.
right, but look, we didn't get a chance to give you any WNBA news, but we will have some tea on them on our next sports talk. Don't forget this evening to look at our FYI radio show replay at FYI After Dark. And Mr. E, what you got here? You got girl, you tell us who
Well, the
our
Liberty
girls
Aces,
are.
the Aces beat Liberty. The Liberty beat the Aces 87-77,
Oh wow!
and the Suns
Yeah,
beat the Lynx at 73
well,
to
they
7.
playing
And my
ball.
girl Caitlin is out.
I tell you, but look, you all come over here just for a few minutes. We're going to give you some upcoming shows, and we want you to enjoy your day. Just be blessed and bless someone else. Bye now.
For the past 30 minutes, you've been listening to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. And for more information, give us a call at 757-714-7861. That's the 757-714-7861. Or you can go and email us at FYI Radio Station, a radio show live at gmail.com. Have a wonderful day now, okay? Bye now. Started out with a smile on my face.
All right, all right. Oh my goodness, sports talk, Mr. E. I think this is my opinion that we're going to see some upsets in the game this season with teams that may not have always stood out. I think some of them going to come through.
Well, Miss
You
Hinton,
know,
that's what it's all about. We're in week 4, and when you're in week 4, the teams has to come through and rock them and sock them.
they going to rock them and sock.
When you got teams got to come through and rock them and sock them down at the BOTTOM at the bottom, you know, some of these teams going to come up to the top. Now, Dallas
Yes.
Cowboys might look a little shaky today, and with only 6 names, well, 2 of them are out. 2 of them are out, so they don't have 6. That's going to be starting to have 4 good names that's going to be playing great football. But we're hoping that that the people that we pull off the bench will be able to do what they do.
We shall see. We shall see. Do you all have your team? Who's your team? Who are you rooting for? Who are you surprised at? Who's playing well? Who got hurt? They had a few people get hurt on yesterday, I believe. Miss E.
That's right. Dallas Cowboys had 2 people to get hurt. DeMarcus Ware got hurt, and also Micah Parsons got hurt also, and doing that game.
Absolutely. So let's keep watching. But then we're gonna speak over the WNBA. We're not gonna leave y'all hanging. They're doing some great things over there. And tell you what Mr. E's girl is doing, and
Caitlin is
the
home.
stars.
Caitlin is home.
Why is Caitlin home?
I'm so sorry to let folks know that my girl Caitlin is home on the bench.
On the bench. What happened?
Caitlin got run out of town.
Why?
The last game that they played, Caitlin
Give us some tea.
they fell down the drain. I'm just trying to tell you that my girl Caitlin and them is not in the house. They're
that's
home.
it. They go.
They're home. So y'all don't have to be afraid that Caitlin, she made Rookie of the Year. So, I'm proud of Caitlin because she made Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, so anyway, we're going to watch how that all plays out. In the meantime, we're going to continue to follow the NFL. We're going to tell you about who is doing what. We're going to give you some news on who's making what kind of money, what making kind of move. It's always drama in the NFL. There's always stuff going on. We're going to bring some of that to the table, too. We're not just going to talk about winners and losers. We're going to talk about some of the breaking news and things that's coming out of the NFL. And everything.
That's right. That's right. So we want you to get ready to get yourself together and go with some great news.
Absolutely. Also, we're going to continue to bring you some great shows here on FYI Radio Morning Show. We've got Patricia King that's going to be with us.
No, we have Miss.
We got Shannon Kendrick.
Kendrick gonna be with us,
okay,
and she's running for Virginia Beach down in Virginia Beach school board. We also have Miss Pat King that's going to be with us.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Okay.
Yeah, right?
Right. Miss Pat King going to be
Yeah,
with us.
Pat.
But our
Trisha King.
next guest that's going to be aboard with us on Friday, October the 4th, will be Miss Shannon
Kendricks. Okay, Chris Hinton, he's going to talk with him on yesterday. He will be here talking about real estate, first time buyers. You all get ready because folks still want the American dream. They want to buy that house.
That's right.
They want to know what it takes to get out of debt, to get their business straight, their money right, and them able to get something that everybody wants. Everybody wants a home, Mr. E.
That's right. Everybody wants home. Everybody needs to be a homeowner.
Absolutely.
Everybody needs a home. Everybody needs to say, okay, fine. Just want to bring to our listener attention, Miss Hinton, don't forget that if you don't go out there today and buy some toilet paper, some milk, and canned goods, or whatever you need for the house, after 6 o'clock, it's going to shut down.
Who told you that?
Well,
there's a strike going on. There's a strike. We don't know how long it's gonna last. I did get a bug in my ear, but I'm not gonna share it with you all about this strike.
Well,
but
you
anyway,
yeah.
But anyway, hey, just go out and get a few things. Go out and get a few things. Hopefully it'll be over. In a little while.
That's right. That's
anyway,
right.
plus we're pushing the vote. We are pushing the vote.
That Norfolk, we are down.
What you mean?
That Norfolk, Portsmouth, in Virginia, they have not been doing early voting.
Well, the thing about it is people feel the greatness of the Here she is. She's on the other side. But look, we're going to see you all soon. I don't know what happened. She popped off. But anyway, you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. If you all have any suggestions for FYI, morning show or after dark, make sure you let us know. You can inbox us. Make sure you just keep up what's going on. Don't forget to register and vote.
That's right. Get out there.
Get out there. And so, look, have a wonderful day. Sheila Roberts, all you all on Instagram, all you on our other platforms. Be blessed. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day.
Peace.
Bye there.